HTTV in association with Absolute Warehouse Services. Lewis, thank you for joining us. In what is a difficult situation at the moment, how are you? How are your family all doing?
I'm well, and all my family are good. Yeah, like you said, it's a difficult situation that we're in now, and yeah, it's hard to get through. But from what I've heard, my family are doing well, and I'm doing as well as I can.
Good. What have you been doing during this period, during lockdown, to keep yourself, your mind, your body active?
Well, I've just been doing what Huddersfield have given me for the fitness programs, and then I've actually borrowed a bike with my girlfriend, so we've been going on some bike rides and walking the dog and stuff. So yeah, just getting out of the house whenever you can is probably keeping my mind as sane as I can be, to be fair.
How important is that, and just to keep yourself mentally active, like going out on bike rides or dog walks, getting away from the same four walls almost?
Yeah, I think it's massively important because just being stuck inside can get very tedious, and you can kind of get on top of each other and on top of yourself and start thinking about things too much. So just getting outside and getting the fresh air is probably a very good thing.
And you seem to have taken to TikTok a little bit.
Yeah, the boredom hit quite hard at one point, and I think Toff started it at first, so I had to try and get him back, and he said he knew it would be something that I love. So yeah, the video started, but I've taken a back seat in that for now.
How much did you enjoy doing those?
They're actually quite good, to be fair. It actually took a lot of time to get them right. You'd have to do a lot of takes, but yeah, it was quite a fun time.
You and Harry Toffolo seem to have that kind of friendly but also a little bit of competitive edge about yourselves.
Yeah, as soon as I seen Toss first TikTok, I knew I had to do one myself, and it seems to be working with the fans as well, because they seem to be challenging me and Toff to do things ourselves. So I think it's good that we can get interactive with the fans, and me and Toff can kind of keep everything going.
Yeah, 100%. And when we're in this situation, obviously with there being no football, you've been reaching out, you've been calling supporters. How much have you enjoyed that, just in terms of getting to build that relationship with them a little bit more?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when the football season's on, you obviously see fans like passing, and you just say you're right and stuff like that. But actually being able to get some one-to-one time with some fans, especially the kids, it's brilliant. Some of the questions they ask is ridiculous, really, and it's good to have that one-to-one time to speak to them.
Especially because there's some of the kids that you spoke to on their birthdays as well. Like, I'm sure you can imagine when you were like 10 years old, for example, being trapped indoors on your 10th birthday, not being able to see your mates must be difficult.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I rang one kid that it was his birthday, and like you said, it's got to be hard when you're stuck indoors, not being able to have a party and get all your mates around to celebrate. So I think, even though it was me who they had to see, I'm not sure it would have been the best face to see, but at least I brought a little joy to them on their birthday.
Yeah, 100%. I'm not sure you would have been the face they didn't want to see. You're the fans' favourite at the moment.
Not with this haircut.
In terms of the work that you are doing at the minute, that the club has set you, how have they helped prepare with that? Have they given you any equipment? How does that all work?
Yeah, they've helped massively. I mean, the first day we found out that obviously we were going to have to go into isolation, they gave us bands that we could take home, and we took our football boots and a football home with us. And then about a week in, we had all the running stuff for the first week, and about a week in, they came and dropped a spinning bike off for us. So we've all got a spinning bike at our house now, and we tune into Zoom and we do the bike sessions together and have a little chat and stuff. And we're doing the same with gym sessions now. So it's good that they've supplied us with all the equipment that we need.
I was going to ask you about those sessions. I mean, be a little bit strange not seeing like all your teammates all the time, but to have those sessions is like a happy medium.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, some people don't really speak in them. I mute myself most of the time because but there is a few lads that are quite chirpy in them and like giving a bit out. But yeah, they're good to just get the communication back with each other, because like we said, you're at home on your own with the same people all the time. So to see familiar faces that you haven't seen in a while is good.
How have you found the physical work? Because it must be difficult for yourself and other professional players to keep the mindset almost ticking over when you know that games haven't been brought back on yet and there's nothing really to work towards at this moment. How difficult is that?
Yeah, we're kind of in limbo at the moment, not knowing what's going to happen and when we're going to start again. So obviously we've been getting the sessions off Huddersfield and we've all been completing them. But like you said, it was, I think for the first couple of weeks, it was hard to actually get up at a time that was reasonable. You'd probably be waking up at 11 o'clock when you should be waking up at 8. But recently, the last couple of weeks, I think as it's getting closer, and I'm starting to wake up earlier and get my sessions done as quick as possible, and just get the rest of my day, so I have at least a bit of structure when we go back.
I cannot believe that you were getting up at 11 a.m. The way you're in the training ground every morning, how early you are. I can't believe it.
No, I've had to get back to the structure, to be fair. So the dog is very annoying. He wakes up at about 7, but I'll let him out in the back garden and then get back in bed once he's come in. So, but now I'll stay up when he gets up. I'm just trying to get back into the same routine as we had before all of this happened, because it'll be hard to try and get back into it if you've not started already.
It must be nice, quite nice to have the dog there with you as well, go out for walks with him.
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have the dog, I'd probably be very, very bored. I probably won't go out as much as I do. I'd probably just stay in and play my PlayStation, which isn't the best thing to be doing. But yeah, it's good to get out and get active.
Yeah, and you've also spent some of your free time speaking to some of the academy lads as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean, Worthy and Brom's hosted a individual Zoom meeting for all the young players, and I think I dropped in on the midfielders, and then I think Tommy Elphig was with the defenders. I'm not sure he went with the strikers, but for me to be in the meeting was obviously a massive thing, because first to get asked to be in one of the meetings from where I've come from through the academy, like to be asked to do that kind of thing is massive. But then on the other hand, it's also a big thing because they can look at me as kind of a pathway, because I've come from the academy. So I felt like just being present in the meeting was a massive thing for them. And then they got to ask me questions about like my time through the academy and stepping up into the first team. So yeah, I felt like it helped them a lot.
Yeah, 100%. And it must be really nice for you as well to become that role model almost for players who were, well, you'd have been in their position, 3 years ago?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I wouldn't, yeah, people will call me a role model because I've come through the academy, but obviously that's not what you set out to be when you're looking to be a footballer. I've just worked as hard as I possibly can to get to where I am, and I'm going to continue to keep working harder. But that's more or less what I told the academy lads, and that it doesn't matter about your quality. You just need to work harder than everyone else, and you'll get there in the end.
Yeah, perfect. And the weather at the moment as well must make that training a little bit more enjoyable, being able to go outside and get some sun.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm actually running out of Factor 50 sun cream, so I'm kind of struggling at the moment, and the hot weather makes the runs on Monday very, very hard, because they're probably the worst runs that you do. But it's going to be hot when we go back to football, so it's good to train in the weather.
Lewis, thank you very much for giving up the time just to speak to us, and I hope you and your family stay well.
No problem on you.